Hey everybody, it's Mindy with a drum lesson for you guys. Drum lesson for beginners. Today we're going to look at the song 7/8 Nation Army by the White Stripes. This one's really fun. I teach it to all my beginners and I use it as an introduction for changes. So this is kind of the first song I'll teach when we're looking at going from one beat to another and kind of switching up, looking at verse and chorus and bridges, intros, has them all. Some songs I kind of consider endurance songs where you just play that same beat the whole time to get used to keeping the tempo, keeping it driving. This one's a great one to learn how to figure out where you're going to switch from one part to the other. Things to keep in mind, 123 beats per minute, so make sure you can do those solid quarter notes at that tempo. Shouldn't be hard, but make sure you don't rush. Because you're playing quarter notes, you might have that tendency to want to speed up. Keep it as solid as possible timing wise, and also there's not a lot of dynamics, so make sure you're playing the same volume the whole time. It's going to be very important with your kick drum, which is doing 1, 2, 3, 4 pretty much the whole song, so make sure each kick is that same volume. Cool. So song starts with bass guitar phrase, plays that phrase once, it's a 2-measure phrase. Then you're going to come in with your kick drum on 1, 2, 3, 4. The second time around he plays that. I believe it's after 4 measures of just the kick, you're going to join the kick with your floor tom. Again, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, just joining with that kick drum. So things to be mindful of here, make sure that your hand and foot are hitting at the exact same time so you don't have a flam sound or where one's hitting like a second before the other, so it kind of sounds like like tennis shoes in the dryer. So you're keeping that floor tom, bass drum, quarter notes going through all of the instrumental intro. He's going to start the verse. He kind of sings the verse 2 little chunks or phrases of verse. The first one, keeping that going, the kick drum, floor tom. The second one, you're going to bring in the snare on 2 and 4. Vocal cues to listen for. It comes in when he starts the "and if I catch you coming back my way." So that's where you're going to bring in the snare on 2 and 4. I'm going to demonstrate that transition for you guys, so we're going to be doing just the floor tom, bringing in the snare. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. That's what you're going to do for the whole second phrase of the verse. And then we're going to get to a little bridge. The bridge is 2 measures long, and it's a crash on count 1. And then just that floor tom bass on 2, 3, 4. And then there's going to be a third crash, which is actually the one of the chorus. So let me just demonstrate this bridge really quick. It's going to look like this. Cool. And then after you do that twice, you're going to crash again on 1, and we're going to go into the chorus. Chorus has a triplet in it. It's going to be really fun. But it's on the 3rd measure, so measures 1, 2, as well as 4 are just the same. You're doing the same sticking, the 1, 2, 3, 4. You're just moving the hand over to the hi-hat. So it's 1, 2, 3. Cool. So let's look at, I'm going to do a little bit of a transition for you so you can see how that bridge goes. We're going to start with the floor tom snare beat, do 2 measures of the bridge, crash into count 1 of the chorus. And remember, crash, you want to hit that bass drum with it, that's your count 1. So the first time you hit your hi-hat, it's going to be with the snare on count 2. Alright, so here we go. Chorus, your drum phrase is kind of in 4 measure groups. So I just keep counting 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. And then I start over again at 1. The third measure is where you're going to have a quarter note triplet that's going to cover where counts 3 and 4 would be. So that measure 1 and 2 are just the same, 1, 2. And then the triplet, I do the pattern of a double and on the crash and then a snare. So I'm right-handed on a right-handed kit, so I'm going right, right, left, and I'm bringing the kick drum to join on these. So and if you're left-handed, switch it around. So I'm going to show you just that measure so you can kind of see how the first 1, 2 are the normal beat. You go to that triplet, and then I'm going to the fourth measure, which is back to that solid quarter note beat. So we got. No, the crash is loud, so let me just kind of air drum the counting. So we have 1, 2, triple it, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, triple it, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. And then once you get to that, you're going to start over again with your 4 measure phrase. So that third measure again is going to have the triplet. The chorus, that first time, it just is 2 of them. And then you're going to go to another bridge. So let me play, I'm going to play the whole chorus for you guys so you kind of hear. Cool, that's the chorus. And then we're going to do the same bridge that brought us into the chorus out of the chorus. So now you do it twice, and that third crash, which is on 1, is where that bass guitar is going to go solo with their phrase. So you cut out everything, hit the bass or hit your kick drum, your crash on 1, and then pause. And he's going to be doing the do, 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 do. So then we're going to cycle through everything again, which means kick drum, bring in that floor tom, bring in that snare on 2 and 4, we're going to do that same bridge. So the only thing that's going to change here is you're actually going to play your chorus phrase 4 times instead of 2. There's going to be a guitar solo. So that's why that chorus in the middle is twice as long as the other ones. After that chorus, you're going to, go back to your crash pattern that's going to bring you into a third cycle of everything. So I'm just going to do like the end chorus to that bridge, the last 4. So. That is where bass does that solo for its 3rd time by itself. Let him cycle through the phrase once, bringing in your kick drum again, quarter notes. Then you're going to add in that floor tom, quarter notes, snare on 2 and 4. Do that same crash bridge for 2 measures. Crash into count 1 of that chorus again. This chorus is going to be, you're playing your 4 measure beat 2 times through. So back to like the first chorus. And then at the very end of that chorus, you're going to crash on 1, and that's the end of the song. Make sure you get that kick drum with the crash. So I'll just kind of play that last 4-bar phrase to the end. I hope this helps. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I give private lessons. I also have a Patreon page with a lot more lessons, longer lessons, and then just a section for people to follow my drumming. I appreciate it. If you have any questions, you can always hit me up. I love helping you guys out. I love teaching. Thank you very much and happy drumming. Bye.